My microphone ain't microphone assassin. The fucking microphone assassin. Now we live on everything. Okay. What's good? It's Young Schwetzel. Welcome back to the communication station. Today I've got some shit to talk about once again. Sorry, my leg is itching right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this shit. So today I'm talking about boundaries, specifically within a relationship and a interpersonal relationship type of aspect, right? And sexual discipline, right? And how these things can not necessarily ruin your reputation, really, but you know what I'm saying. These things can be utilized as a tool against you, right? If you have strong boundaries within a relationship, you need to understand something. A lot of people these days who involve themselves in relationships, and let's start with women specifically right now, because that's kind of mostly what this video is catered towards. It's catered towards how women behave towards men who have these type of boundaries and control over themselves as far as their sexual matters and their sexual natures and shit, right? So within a interpersonal relationship with a female, right? She's used to a lot of females are used to having their body to kind of pacify things. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of dudes that they've experienced time with are willing to forget, sweep shit under the rug if pussy is presented to them, right? So basically, she can start whatever argument that she want to, and it's gonna be solved by her giving up the cookie at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And whenever they come around a man who is not like that, it's very foreign to them, and they don't necessarily understand it. What's good, Zay? Uh, but they don't necessarily understand why you are that way. So so a woman will tell you, especially if you're the type of person who is tapped into their feminine natures as a man. You know what I'm saying? You're in touch with your feminine side and know yourself to that degree. You know what I'm saying? And you're willing to voice how you truly feel about situations, and you don't really let somebody's negligence or disrespect towards you slide type shit. This is where like a typical woman would come in and fucking start arguments and shit like that. But with you, it's a little different, right? Because you've got boundaries, so they're not able to just say and do whatever they want to do like normal. You know what I mean? Most women are used to being with dudes who are total simps, especially if she's a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's a pretty woman. She's gonna have guys basically falling at her feet with fucking roses. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but you get what I'm saying, right? So it don't make no sense to them whenever you're denying them of sex, right? So a bitch will be real quick to call you gay or say that you're feminine based upon some shit like this, right? But at the end of the day, they can't. That shit has no basis anyway, so it's not even something that should be said, really. But yeah, it'd be so foreign to a woman like that that you are able to deny her sexual advances and shit like that. So at the end of the day, she gonna come to the conclusion that you don't like women because she offering you everything good that a woman has, right? And you're not going for it at all. You know what I mean? So it's got to be something wrong with you, right? It can't be her. But yeah, this is I'm going through this right now. It's a few women who don't get abstinence. Yeah, facts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I've been through those phases where you be in a relationship with somebody, or you're kind of exclusive with one person, and fucking, you don't want to do nothing but fuck all day. But like, bro, we in a whole new space now. We ain't really like, if you encounter a real man in your life, a real man's not gonna be on that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? There's things that are way more important than sex. And if you're utilizing sex as a tool just to get what you want, it's even worse. Got to take my daily dab in the morning. Big mistake. That shit was way too fat. Told you my my bitch ass can't even finish this shit. All right, fuck it. Let that shit burn up. I don't even give a fuck about it no more like that. Okay. We back. But yeah, a woman will be quick to call you gay over some shit like this, right? Just because you know who you are enough not to identify with the bullshit that she trying to put on to you. And the shit just don't make sense to a common woman's mind. You know what I'm saying? If you would a real woman though, it's gonna be something totally different. You get what I'm saying? It's, it's gonna be something completely different. But yeah, abstinence is a good fucking practice, like what Zay talking about. Um, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes even when you're in a relationship, you have to kick it like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to kick it like that. There's got to be times when you set time apart for other things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you really be on a mission, so other shit be more important at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta you gotta know your percentage levels, and you gotta know the time and day and space and age for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Some shit takes precedence, some shit takes more importance over certain things, so you have to go in a certain direction and move based off of something else before you handle these desires and get that shit taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all like our pleasure, we all like these things. But when it comes down to you having boundaries with a person, you know what I'm saying? And especially if you're in a situation where you're with someone based upon being aligned in a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Whether you guys are moving towards goal oriented and business type of shit, or dream and imagination type shit, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? The way that you align with a person is gonna play into this a lot too, because sex don't got to be at the front of the stage all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's useful at times. What's good, Jay Zilla? But it's useful at times, and you can use it for some shit. But at the same time, like Zay said, a real woman gonna get that shit. A real woman gonna understand that you're not just trying to fuck all day. You know what I'm saying? A real woman gonna understand that. And not only that, when you come to a real woman with issues, or fucking vice versa, she come to you with issues, it's a matter that's gonna be solved at when it's at hand, when the opportunity presents itself, because that's how you handle problems. You handle problems in the present moment. Like we get these small windows of opportunity where something like kind of just stick his foot through the door at a fucking slight second, and you have only that moment to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you sweep it under the rug and try to attack it later on at a different time, it might not even work out type shit, and you guys might not be able to come up with the words and the intellect and the communication to even resolve the matter between yourselves, because you've let so much space get in between you guys based upon that thing that you swept under the rug, and it's causing division between you behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to manifest those characteristics and traits outwardly. You start holding, you know what I'm saying? You holding some type of resentment towards a person, and they might not even know what they did type shit. You know what I mean? And you start outwardly expressing a negativity towards this person based upon some shit that they don't even know about. They don't even know what they did to upset you type shit. You know what I mean? That's why boundaries are important within communication. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a very important thing. Like, your approach to situations is very important. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you direct your shit, your mode of expression. You know what I'm saying? That should be very important. Like, it's not about feelings all the time, but it's about respect at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's about knowing that you can't just talk to me any way that you want to talk to me and think that it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Just based upon shit that you've experienced on the repeat throughout life. Because like I said, most females are used to simp ass dudes who just gonna do whatever she say and put up with any type of bullshit. You know what I mean? A real woman ain't even gonna put you in a position where you even have to fucking where you have to sit here and worry about some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you're doing at the end of the day. So, right, I shouldn't even have to come out my mouth to explain that to you as a woman. If you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna be with me, I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain that to you, because I'm gonna let you know what it is off the rip. That's how I move, bro. I'm gonna let you know what it is off the rip. I'm gonna let you know exactly how I'm feeling, this and that. I'm gonna let you know where I'm headed. And we not just gonna fucking sit here and act like we stupid or something. Now let's go on to something else. Okay, this one here kind of ties into the topic that we got going on right now. What's good, Jackie New in the building? We chopping some shit up right now. We just was on fucking um boundaries within a relationship and sexual discipline. Now, I got into the respect tip a little bit there as we was on that. So I'm gonna move over to this. Um, Women and their impact on a man's image and status, right? And the respect and disrespect energy that plays into that, right? So, for example, let's think about this. Okay, you're out in public. You're out in public, right? You see, you see a man out with his woman, right? And she just constantly either starting shit and arguing to him, constantly giving him attitude, talking to him, talking down to him, talking any type of way to him that she want to. You go immediately look at that man and be like, I don't respect that man, or he's weak. There's something wrong with him, right? Just based upon how the woman is reacting and responding just to being in his presence type shit. You gonna get the feeling like there's something wrong with this person just because of the way that the woman the woman is expressing herself, right? So this is why it's important, especially if you're a person who has built a public and outward status and image for yourself. If you're a person like that, you got to be very choosy about decide to involve in your life in that type of manner, as far as a structured relationship and being with the actual woman, because a woman can elevate and bring you up completely, but at the same time she can tear you all the way down to the ground too. Because just if you're bringing yourself in the public light like that, you know what I'm saying? I got the whole soul fan watching you right now on the retreat. That's what's up. I've been peeping game, bro. Y'all have fun out there for real. I'm just in this bitch working, bro, living it up in VA. But but yeah, you got to be real choosy about who you choose to involve yourself with, because it's not something that you can just wipe the slate clean like that real easy, because a woman, like a woman's energy can linger on you if you're not careful. And this is another thing too. Don't be too agreeable, right? There's two sides to this coin. We got relatability and agreeability, right? You can be your own true authentic self while being meanwhile being relatable. But the moment that you step in and you start being too agreeable, and that's when like everybody like you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you be in public situations with people that you don't really know that well, but like they automatically like you type shit, and automatically want to be a part of whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying, while you in that environment. And that's because you too agreeable at that point in time. And this is just a little quote I wrote down based upon this shit. To be liked by many is to be loved by few, and to be liked by few is to be loved by many. Because the man who's liked by everyone probably don't even really like himself that much at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if you got real love for yourself, you know how to put your percentage levels right whenever you're coming across to another individual. You know what I'm saying? The people who are truly close to you, and you're a person who's kind of like a lone wolf in that type of aspect, they're gonna know that. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna know that you truly love and care about them. Just because how you choose to express it, you know how to kind of get that ebb and flow back and forth with this person. Like you're connected within yourself, so you know how to formulate connections with people, places, and things external to you in a more broad and enlightened type of manner. So it's not just on some stuckness moving in the mud. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, forgiveness can be dangerous, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too quick to forgive people either, because that can also be your downfall. But let's get off that tip. Okay, now we're gonna chop up some shit about camaraderie, right? I've noticed a lot of camaraderie being utilized as a manipulation tool, right? Like you know them people who pass through life and they just be like super fucking like come from a broken home type shit. Like family matters ain't really there altogether like that. Family wasn't really a thing. Like they don't really have a sense of somebody ever being loyal to them in that type of way and ever like truly being there for them, right? These people are easy to get swept up under this camaraderie program, and this is utilized a lot within like gangs, organizations, and shit like that. So it comes from a few different angles, but people will take camaraderie and give you like a sense of family, and that like gives people who are like come from a broken home and their family ain't together like that is like so appealing to these people. Like they turn it into like a brotherhood type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of like pacify people. But at the same time, I see it being used as a manipulation tool, because at the end of the day, they can make you feel like you owe them something, or like be guilty about some shit towards them. You know what I'm saying? And make you do something that's out of character based upon uh, based upon them gassing you up with the family matters type of shit and giving you a sense of brotherhood and family. And at the end of the day, this all comes back to lack of knowledge of self, right? So you have to have your self knowledge in check. And I see a lot of people talking about and complaining about being in a cycle of like self betrayal and keeping on like fucking yourself over. Like, you know what the right decision is to make is, yet you keep making the wrong decision over and over again, right? So I'm gonna let you know how to break the cycle real quick. A lot of times this self betrayal shit come from not trusting yourself, right? Because there's been circumstances and situations that have occurred where you could have done better for yourself and boosted yourself up, but instead you let yourself down, right? So there's really you start to distrust yourself. You know what I'm saying, along your journey. That's where that shit all stems from. It's from lack of self trust, because over and over again through time you've let yourself down repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? You've let yourself down over and over again, and that's why you don't trust yourself no more. So you keep on making the wrong decision. You have to nip that shit in the butt, and you have to catch that shit. All right. So I told y'all how to fucking break the cycle of self betrayal. You got to start trusting yourself. You gotta do things to prove to yourself that you are dependable and reliable. You know what I'm saying? And that'll help you with that tip. Um, let's see what else we want to talk about. I might leave that for this video for real, because these other 2 points kind of need to be fucking. These other 2 points need to be kind of put in their own lane type of shit. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Y'all take it easy. I just got off a 12-hour shift. I might have to fucking redo this video. I'm gonna go back and watch it and make sure I said everything that I needed to say. But yeah, I'll be back on this bitch later. Peace.